Hello YouTube. Today we're going to try a Jiffy Professional Greenhouse. This is a small one. It grows 36 plants and it claims to be the professional way to start seeds or cuttings indoors. And inside the package looks like this. I've got paper spread out on a counter to help contain any mess. And it says easy growing and planting instructions in English, French, and Spanish. The first phase of the instructions says expand Jiffy 7 peat pellets by gradually adding approximately 1/8 of a cup of warm water per pellet or 5 1/4 cups to expand the entire package, which is what we're going to do because we plan on starting a bunch of different seeds. So we're going to do the whole package. So add more water as needed when pellets are fully expanded, about 1 to 1 1/4, 1 to 1 1/2 inches. And pour off the excess water. That's that part of the instructions. This is number 1 is what we're following today. So we'll put this aside and take off the little plastic top. And inside there are all the pellets, and the water will expand those. I've already got the water pre-measured here. So we'll pour it in. Slowly over each. That's a lot of water. That is what the instructions said to do, so that's what we're going to do. Sorry, the video cut off. It said my limit was reached. Evidently, I can only record a couple of minutes at a time. But so now some of them are floating, and I'm just going to try and put them back down into their little holes. Number 2 in the instructions say to gently pull back netting on top of the pellets, fluff and level the surface, sow 2 to 3 seeds per pellet, and cover lightly with peat. Place dome on the tray and keep in warm location away from direct sunlight. So I'm only going to put in 1 seed per little peat packet, whatever you want to call those. That's what they look like expanded, because we're going to be planting Italian cypress, Japanese maple, giant sequoia, and common crepe myrtle seeds. And we don't think it's a good idea to plant more than one considering we're doing trees, because this kit says, well, it shows it was for fruits and vegetables, but we're trying it here with trees. So fluff and level, I guess we would just... Oh, and it does to say to pour off any excess water, which we didn't have. We didn't have any excess water. So I'll just take one out of its hole, pull apart that stuff, and then fluff it up. It can be fluffed by squeezing it. That looks like it's easier. Yeah, that's fluffy. You might hear the cats in the background talking. That's what that sound is. They're playing. Oops, I tore that one. You gotta fluff it up. Seems easier by squeezing it. There's a lot of them here to do. So we're just gonna do it. And we'll come back after we're done fluffing the rest of these. You get the idea for this much. We'll come back when it comes time to put the seeds in. Alright, now we're on to the next phase of the video. We put some little labels on the side. They're kind of crummy. We'll probably improve those later, but it's just masking tape and marker, permanent marker. And we make the little holes. I have a stick here. You could probably use a pencil or anything to just make a little hole. I think that looks good. There we go. This is not going to be perfect. It'll probably be a little messy. Ah, there, that's a good one. So I'm putting a little poker in there and just moving it around in the directions. That seems to work the best for the hole. Alright, so we're going to do our Italian Cypress. I'm going to do 2 rows, and this is what they look like. So we're going to take them out of this bag. I ordered these from a place called treeseeds.com. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I need 12 seeds and I have 25. I'm just going to pour them in my hand and get another package. Alright. I'm going to pick them up with a butter knife and drop one at a time in. I'm just going to do 1 per each hole. Just drop it in just at the surface. Don't want them too deep. Whoops, I lost one. Okay, forgetting where I left off. Put that one on in there. Alright, so there we go. 12 Italian Cypress seeds. We'll put the other ones back in here. We'll have more for later in case enough of these don't turn out. Next we're going to do 2 rows of Japanese maple. And that's what those look like. Those are interesting looking little seeds. They have tails on them. Oops. You want the dirt off. If you're wanting to plant tree seeds, or if you want more trees in your yard and you don't have a lot of money, you can probably do like we did and start up your own little kit for about the price of what you would pay for one tree in the store and have a bunch more. And one Italian cypress in the store is almost $20. And I was able to get all the makings to start our own for about $22. So for the price of one, you can just start a bunch of your own. Alright, and then now on to the common crepe myrtle. Whoops. I'll be back. I'm going to add on a little light here. Alright, I changed my mind about the lighting. It didn't help much. But we're going to do the common crepe myrtle now. That's what those seeds look like. We only need 6 of those. They're little seeds too. Try not to lose them. Alright, back in the bag with the leftovers. Alright. And now on for the giant sequoia seeds. It looks like oatmeal. Alright. these are easier to plant. They're a little flatter and slightly bigger. And drop one in each. Alright, and I'm going to put these leftovers back in the bag. And now the instructions do say to place this container after you've got it covered in a warm location away from direct sunlight. So near a shady window that doesn't have a lot of direct sun coming in would be good, which is what we're going to do. And we'll make a video every day to show the progress of these. We're going to cover it up. And then afterwards we need to, well, before we do anything, push the dirt back over on top of the seeds, just gently. You don't want to pack it down tight. Just enough to cover each one. And we'll be back tomorrow with an update. I don't expect to see any progress in one day, but we'll still show you a daily something. This one is sitting lopsided, turn it back up. Okay, so we've got them all covered up, and we'll see you tomorrow with an update on how this looks tomorrow.